Oh, it's really good. It's like Thursday nights back at home. Growing up, there was one staple in our household. Mum would cook it every Thursday night. It was Dad's favourite dish. It was called Mama Weldon's Laksa. Now, Mum, I'm sorry. I'm going to give away your secret. You used to cheat a little bit and buy a jarred curry paste, which is totally fine. But today I thought I would show everyone how to make their own Laksa curry paste from scratch. We've got a couple of interesting ingredients. Galangal, ginger's cousin, a bit spicy, a bit fresher. And then this here, lemongrass, one of my favourite ingredients. You kind of just give it a crack and you can feel those fibres and you smell it and it's just this hit of really fresh, bright lemon. And the other one is this stuff here, shrimp paste. Super funky, very, very seafoody. Enough talk, I think we should make a Laksa paste. Just to build the base for our Laksa paste, I've got some onion. It's kind of the workhorse. And then some chilli. Like always with chilli, if you want it a little bit milder, leave the chilli out. If you want to sort of in between, just take the seeds out. This is our galangal. Now it's been chopped up into little dice. It's really woody, so you want to chop it up nice and small so it doesn't sort of take your blender too much time to blend it. And some garlic cloves in there as well. Now they can go in whole because they're not as hard on the blender. Our lemongrass I've just cut into little discs. Straight in with that. Here's our shrimp paste, that key ingredient. I've got about 2 tablespoons in there. It seems like a lot, but it's what makes this dish. And then 3 coriander stems and roots. The coriander from the leaf down, that's the best flavour in the coriander. The leaf has a bit of freshness, but it's really nothing compared to this bit. So we're gonna go in with all of that. Some coriander seed that's been ground up into a nice fine powder. Some cumin to go in as well. Now, this is my touch on it because I don't think it's very traditional to add smoked paprika into your Laksa paste, but I just love smoked paprika and the smokiness it gives, so that goes in as well. And then some turmeric. It's gonna give it a really nice colour. It's gonna give it that orange tone to our Laksa, as well as a nice earthy flavour. And then just a splash of water in at this stage to help this all blend together. And then blender on. That looks perfect. We're just gonna scoop it out of our blender into a bowl. Now that's a lot of Laksa paste. That'll do 2 Laksas, so you can actually freeze half of it in a tub in the freezer, and then you've got your Laksa paste for next week. Now it's time to make our Laksa. Drizzle of oil in, just enough oil to cover the base of your saucepan. About half our curry paste. That looks good. It's really important to fry this curry paste off to really bring their flavours out. I do this on a medium heat rather than a really high heat. And all it needs is a little stir every 30 seconds or so, just to stop it sticking. Just enjoy it. Your house is about to smell wicked. You're gonna have a great dinner and you're gonna make some really good memories. So this is the fun part. We've done all the hard work. We've made that paste. Now we can enjoy the cooking. That water we used to blend has cooked out. So now I've just got nice toasted spices. So now we can add in our next step, and that is some coconut cream. Now this is a really thick, intense coconut cream, which is perfect for a Laksa. Now I'm also gonna add in some chicken stock. Stir it till we break up all that coconut cream. And give them 15, 20 minutes just to sort of all cook down together and all those flavours to blend and become mates before we go to the next step. Our Laksa's come up to a boil. Now turn it down to a simmer. Let it cook nice and gently. Let all those flavours cook together. And while they do that, I'm gonna peel our prawns. We've got some beautiful Australian king prawns here. Pop the head off like so. Discard. Inside there'll be a little intestinal chute, just like that. That comes out as well. And then just really carefully with your thumb, twist off the outside shell. For this dish I like to leave on the tail because I think it looks really good when it goes that beautiful orangey red colour. So that's our prawn peeled. Just really carefully with the tip of a sharp knife, run along the back of that prawn. And you can lay your prawns on top of your chicken because they both take the same time to cook in our Laksa. Repeat this process until you've peeled all your prawns. Prawns are ready. Now, our Laksa's been cooking down for about 15 minutes. It's time to start seasoning it. I've got some fish sauce here and then some sugar to bring some sweetness to the party. And to balance out that sweet and salty, we need some sourness. That lime just takes this dish from yum to really yum. Straight in with our prawns, in with our chicken slices as well. Give them a little stir just to separate them. And then I love tofu in my laksa, and Mum used to use silken tofu. So we're using silken tofu as well today. I'm doing it Mum's style. So dice the tofu into little cubes like so. We can pour that straight into our laksa, just like so, just careful so it doesn't splash. Quite big chunks, because as I stir it, it'll start to break up. Leave that for 3 to 5 minutes until the chicken changes color and the prawns all curl up. I've got a bowl here to plate up on, and I've already cooked my noodles. This is what Mum used to do, because she'd have Dad eating at one time and the kids eating another time. So she'd cook the noodles ahead of time, blanch them, and then refresh them in cold water, and then use that hot boiling laksa broth to actually warm the noodles back up again. Smart by Mum in the kitchen, and also really tasty. Now, the other thing Mum used to add at this stage was just the cold bean sprouts next to the noodles. Now I'm gonna ladle our hot soup into our bowl, making sure you get plenty of prawns, plenty of chicken. This is the one dish that it didn't matter if you didn't finish it, because Dad would knock it off after you anyway. And have a look at that, piping hot, lots of that beautiful color and flavor on top. To finish it off, the leaves left over from the coriander we used in the paste, just a nice big pile on top. Shallots, just in a little spot so they don't get too wet, and then you can mix them through. If you like it hot, a little bit of chili sauce as well. I always did. A lime on the side. That's Mama Weldon's laksa. This is transporting me back to my Thursday nights growing up. Cheers. Oh.